We're speaking with Richard Goldman, who is a physician who was an emergency physician, practiced family health, and now is the medical director for Palliative Care Services in St. Joseph's Hospital in Northern California. We always ask our guests, Richard, for a special health tip, something that you on your journey have figured out. And you've had a pretty amazing journey, seen a lot of things. I'm anxious to hear what kind of a health tip you have for us.
Boy, that was the most challenging part in preparing for this. And I didn't have anything until doing a meditation this morning, actually. And then it came to me. Okay, isn't that funny? I was thinking about, saying, eat more vegetables or things like that. And so here's my tip. It's take the stairs rather than the elevator. And that has meaning on many levels. Now, obviously, one is that it's physically healthier to be active and to move your bodies and, to go up the stairs. But it also provides an opportunity to be aware of what we have often in our lives of habitual and reactive behavior, an automatic resistance to something that we perceive as uncomfortable, we don't want to do. And so when you're faced with the choice of the elevator or the stairs, one would naturally say the elevator, but that's an opportunity to encounter, a certain reactivity that may just be habitual. So taking the stairs rather than the elevator provides us that opportunity to encounter resistive or reactive habitual behavior. And taking the stairs rather than the elevator can serve as a metaphor for life, and that is to be engaged in it. Because each day, I see people who are in circumstances, they're moving towards the end of their life, and so that provides me each day a reminder of how blessed I am, how grateful I am, how all that I have in my life, and to be aware of that, and that the issue is not that we should be fearful of death, but that to be in celebration of life, and that how we want to live the life from moment to moment, and that the choices and the options that we have, things that matter, really demand us to be actively engaged in our lives and consciously engaged. And so take the stairs rather than the elevator, however you want to, on whatever level you want to interpret that. That's going to be my medical tip for the day.
I would like to thank our very special guest, Dr. Richard Goldman, the Medical Services Director of Palliative Care, for sharing his wisdom and expertise on his journey. I'd like to thank all of my teachers and all of my healers to allow me to be on the journey that I'm on. And thank you, Christina. I'm looking forward to meeting with all of you next week as we search on Magical Medical Tour through another quadrant of the healthcare galaxy. And until that time, thank you very much, Richard, and I wish everyone optimal health.
We hope to have you back on. We'll think of something.
Okay.
I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us on this new platform of education and information. We're grateful for your continuous support and look forward to hearing your feedback on how we can serve you better. We invite you to join us live every Tuesday for Magical Medical Tour at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1:30 Eastern Time. Wednesdays for Trinity of Life at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, followed every other week with Flowing into Awareness with Anatara. You can also contact Dr. Glenn Woolman at myyogahub.com/GWoolman or follow him on Twitter at Glenn Woolman. And of course, through his own website, glennwoolman.com, where we do encourage you to learn about his metaphor square breath. Until we meet again, namaste.